let's give a round of applause for Scoot Henderson, who finally had a good game in the NBA. It's only taken 2 seasons, and Scoot Henderson has finally had a game that you would consider really, really good. Like, it is madness how poor Scoot Henderson has been. And he actually looked really good last night. And if you guys agree, subscribe. We're trying to hit 9.15K by the end of the day. And we're 41 subscribers off. But we got to talk about Scoot Henderson. The reason why we got to talk about him is because he's been one of the worst. Like, people are talking about, like, badly aged takes. I'm sorry, you can find how many. He's been one of the most misevaluated players of all time, and I was a problem with that. I thought there's no way you take Scoot Henderson over Brandon Miller. He was so bad that the overtime elite got cancelled. Imagine being so bad that your quote-unquote college or your pre-NBA team, you were being so bad they no longer exist. And look, Scoot's been bad this season. Like, he's averaging 10.9 points per game. Last season, and this is even with the huge game he had, last season he averaged 14 points per game. Did not even make the all-rookie second team. I still think he should have been on the second team. This season, he's down 3 points per game. His field goal percentage is up a little bit, though. His three-point percentage is down. He's under 30% from three. He's averaging less assists, less turnovers in fairness, more steals, but he finally had a good game. Scoot Henderson last night against the Brooklyn Nets. Yes, it is the Brooklyn Nets. And yes, it is a game where his team got destroyed by the Brooklyn Nets. They got absolutely pummeled by the Brooklyn Nets. Let's not get it twisted. He was playing with house money. This is not that different than playing in April. He was playing with house money. It doesn't matter. He's just been so bad that the fact that he scored 39 points, you gotta think maybe he could be an NBA player. Like, I wasn't 100% sure if Scoot Henderson was going to be in the NBA after his rookie contract. He's been that bad. Like, genuinely, I'm not joking when I say that. He has been so bad that if he wasn't good for the next 2 years, like, I know he's averaging 10 points per game, but it's like, it could have been one of those things where he was, like, he's getting his look in on a bad team, but as soon as a team gets good, he's gone. Like, there's no way they're keeping him. But it's now looking at least like Scoot Henderson is going to at least be an NBA player. Do I think he's going to be a star? There's nothing to show that. A 139-point game is not going to show that. We all remember Malachi Flynn. Heck, do you want to know who also has dropped 40 in an NBA game? Like, we cannot forget this. Like, 40 points in an NBA game was dropped by Fat Kenneth Lofton. Fat Kenneth Lofton dropped 40 points in an NBA game. Not like 2025 skinny Kenneth Lofton, who's playing in China and is in, like, the shape of his life. Fat Kenneth Lofton had 40 points in an NBA game. To be fair, he was probably better when he was fat, to be honest. He used that size. He was little Zebo, young Zebo. But finally, Scoot shows something. He finally shows something, and it's like, I've never been so wrong. Like, it was, again, probably the most weirdest evaluated players, because this wasn't like a situation where, like, Darko, where not that many people had seen him, or Dragan Bender, where it was like project players can be misevaluated. Like, a lot of people misevaluated Dragan Bender because they looked at the fluidity of his movement, they looked at the fluidity of his mechanics, they looked at the fact that he could handle it, he could pass it a little bit for a big man. They just didn't realize he couldn't really play basketball. And that was the problem, is that he had all the, like, tools to be good, he just wasn't good. Whereas Scoot Henderson was by far the gem of the G League Ignite. Like, Scoot Henderson, I remember when he was playing the G League in the 2022 season and he was still too young to be in the NBA draft, people were saying that if he was in the draft in 2022, he was a guaranteed number 1 overall pick. And that draft had Paolo freaking Banchero in it, who, by the way, the Orlando Magic taking him number 1, such a smart decision. Like, everyone thought he was going 3. But, like, Scoot has now, like, Scoot was so misevaluated, but if he can do this more often, it's crazy. Like, he's actually the youngest point guard in NBA history to have 39.6 assists and 8 3-pointers. Again, this might be the Thaddeus Young graphic of stats, as in maybe somebody has had 37 points, 10 assists, and 10 3-pointers or something. Or 10 3-pointers. But one of the worst guard shooters in the NBA coming out with 8 3-pointers is mental. Like, I don't think long-term Scoot Henderson, like, we're going to have to see. We're really going to have to see. And, like, it's bad when it's like G League alum. Actually, I was about to say, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Sorry. I was like, oh, if he was down for G League alum Portland, I was like, no, he was with the Ignite. I'm really dumb. I was like, geez, he'd been sent to the G League since he was drafted. I'm like, actually he may or may not have. But, like, I can't believe it. I'm actually surprised because, let's be real, every single person, but it was just maybe the hottest streak game ever. Like, at halftime, he was 6 of 7 from 3, 90% from the field with 25 points. Like, he might have just hit a ridiculous hot streak. But I do hope Scoot's good because he does have the athleticism, and he was genuinely good for, like, he was so freaking hyped. Like, I just hope, because some of my Scoot Henderson takes have been so bad. They aged so badly. I think everyone that predicted Scoot Henderson to be a star player, we're all hoping Scoot is good. We really are. Heck, I'm sorry. This is how much faith Puma had in him. Scoot got shoes as a rookie. Scoot has a signature shoe, which he got as a rookie, which is ironically down to $60. They look very like the Dwayne Wade, the like cheap versions of Dwayne Wade ones. But, yeah, it is, like, it's mental. It's absolutely mental when it comes to Scoot, in my opinion. Because I'm like, I've never been as wrong on a prospect. I've never been as wrong on a player. I've genuinely never been as wrong. And it's looking now like, I think I'm still probably going to be really wrong, but it's looking this much less likely that I'm wrong when it comes to Scoot. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that Scoot Henderson is going to just go and be a player? Do you guys think Scoot Henderson is going to prove us all wrong again? Because he proved us all wrong when we thought he was going to be good. Or do you think that, it's just a one-off game? It'll be interesting to see anyway. But that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.